Mining in Space Engineers is boring, so let's make it better. In today's tutorial, I'll teach you how to do automated mining in Space Engineers. This means your ships can go get ores while you continue building your ships and bases. Or you can just sit back and relax while the miner does all the work for you. But how do we do this? It's simple. We'll be using the Path Auto Miner script, otherwise known as PAM. It's an automated mining script which does what it says on the tin, automatically mining ores for you. So let's set this up on a ship in-game. Hello everyone, I'm Captain Jack and welcome to my channel. For more Space Engineers videos, hit that subscribe button. What Space Engineers tutorial should we do next? Make a request via the comments below. So first, we're going to need a mining ship. Just about any miner will do for this, but there are some requirements. I should say, this can work for both small and large grid ships. We recently used this script on a large grid miner in my Space Engineers Outpost Wars series. It will also work in Atmosphere, so on planets as well. We'll cover that towards the end of this video as there's a little difference. Okay, for this tutorial, we'll use a basic small grid miner. Before we start with a mining ship setup, let's make sure our base can support automated mining. Our ship's connector base will need a sorter below it. I'm installing one here. In the settings of a sorter, you can either enable Drain All, which will take all the ship's items back into the base, or you can whitelist it for ores only. So if you have ice or perhaps tools in your ship, they won't be drained as well. Simple. Okay, on to the next part. For this video, I'll be using the D4H mining vessel by Taidyr from the Steam Workshop. If you're designing your own ship, you'll need a few basic block requirements for automated mining to work. Of course, you will need thrusters and gyroscopes. These required blocks, on top of the basic ship blocks, are the programmable block for the script, remote control, a connector to deposit ores and dock the miner, and of course your drills. I'd also recommend the LCD and sensor. The miner I am using is set up for PAM, which I've linked down below in the video description. But let me go through the basic setup in case you want to use your own ship in Space Engineers. The shape of a miner needs to be like this one, like a bore style of drill, as in go right in there, yes I know. The setup here allows the miner to tunnel through asteroids to get the ore and resources you seek. This explains the sleek design you're seeing. Keep that in mind if you are building your own automated miner. The sensor block will need to be facing the way you are mining. In my case, this will be straight forward with the way the cockpit faces. This also applies to the remote control block. While we're talking about the sensor block, we can start setting it up. Hopping in the cockpit of your ship, head into the ship terminal and find the sensor. Simply add a tag PAM to the sensor block name. That's the square brackets as shown on my screen now. Next, we'll need the LCD. You can just use a normal LCD block if you wish. However, the mining ship I'm using has PAM set up in the cockpit LCDs. To do this, we simply do the same thing as the sensor block. Go to the cockpit block in the terminal and add PAM to the block name like this. For this one, we'll also need to add the colon symbol and the number 1 to the text, like this. It does simply tell the script which cockpit screen I want to display it on. You could want it on the left hand one, so put number 2 for example, but number 1 is what we want. Now, let's install the script. For this part, make sure you've subscribed to a PAM Auto Miner script via the Steam Workshop. I've linked this in the video description. Once at the programmable block in the ship terminal, simply go down to Edit, then Browse Scripts until you find the PAM one. Add that in and check code. Click OK and it should automatically run. If it does not, just hit the run button. We'll now set up the commands to work the automated mining script. Our cockpit LCD is basically the menu to interface with the script. We'll need to add some programmable block commands to the cockpit. We'll do this by moving the selector. Open the G menu, see all blocks, and find the programmable block which PAM is attached to. Right click on this and select the run option. Type up and confirm. We'll do this twice more. Select the same programmable block again and type down. Confirm. Again with this block, this time type apply and confirm. We now have 3 programmable block options on our ship hotbar. Pressing the ship hotkey buttons, so 1, 2, 3, now interacts with the script with our LCD setup. You can see the selector going up and down the menu. Perfect. Let's move to the next step. Now we're going to set up our mining path. Using the LCD selector, hit apply over record path and set home. You'll need to be connected to the home base connector. Now be warned, the path you fly now will be the route the ship will follow. I should say at this point, you need to have a good GPS of where your ore is, like iron, uranium, etc. For this video, we'll just pretend some stone over here is kind of what we want. Once we're happy, we take off and the automated path is recording. We'll fly to this area where we're totally pretending there is ore. Now we hit stop path recording. Before we go on to the next part, open your ship terminal and go into the info box. Then hit show sensor field range. This will make sense in a moment. Next, let's set up the mining job. Using the LCD selector, hit apply on setup mining job. You'll see a box appear around the ship. This is the highlight of a sensor range. We can modify this if you want. Using the commands, we can make sure the box in front is bigger or smaller. It tells the script how much we want to mine. So if you find a big ore patch, you can cover all of it. Once happy, hit start new job and then get out of the ship. You're good to go. The ship has now commenced automated mining. It will keep going until it's complete with the job. If the mining ship is full, it will now return back to the home base connector to drop off supplies. Let's see how it happens. Remember, the miner will follow your set path back to where your connector is. Once it's docked, it will now export all of the ores into your cargo setup. Once it's dropped off the resources, the ship will resume its mining and repeat the process. Once it's fully complete, it will come back to base and wait for the new mining job. That's where you come in. You'll need to designate a new one. Okay, so we're back in Atmosphere at the minute on a planet Earth-like, the typical starting planet in Space Engineers. To show you how the PAM automated mining script works in Atmosphere, I've constructed a small little base here. You can see I've relatively gone for the same setup we had in space, just a bit more of a budget version. Our connector dock area, as you can see here, has also got the sorter attached going for the same thing. Let me just double check I've enabled my sorter. I might not have. Nope, I didn't. There we go. We'll use drain ore for this one, just because I don't need anything else on the ship, and we'll make it work as do. Now, checking our HUD, we are set to go, so we can basically need to repeat the same process again. So we can use our up and down controls. So there we go. We need to set up a mining job, but first, let's see, we need to set a home and record our path. So apply that. There we go. Ready to dock. Home was set. We can now undock. There we go. Let's go and mine something. Maybe we'll just go down here by the rocks and set up our mining area. Thinking down here could work. So don't forget, you're on Atmosphere, so things operate a little bit differently. Gravity is a big one to contend with. You can't go swinging this round and hoping it works properly. I'm not even sure if this miner will have so much weight on it. That's something we need to work out. Okay, cool. We're here now, so we just need to stop path once we're close enough. There we go. Right, down one. There we go, wrong button. Set up mining job. We'll apply that, and we can just start already. There we go. So we set rather a big box out there. So now we can sort of watch the miner go to work here and hopefully return to base relatively quickly. Also, we're just pretending there's ore here again. We are mining a lot of stone today. Normally, you wouldn't want to do this, Nessie, unless you really want stone for something. So, yeah, we're sort of just pretending ore's here. So, hopefully, this will complete very shortly. It's not a big miner ship. This one's made by Taidyr again. You can find it linked down below in the video description if you want to check the ship out on the Steam Workshop. Again, if you're making one for yourself in Atmosphere, you can follow this method, or you can do sort of a top-down method of where you've got the drills on the bottom and the ship sort of hovers along and does its job. Well, this one might have a bit too much weight in it. Hopefully it doesn't crash. There we go. So it's going to go back to our little base camp over there. We'll follow it back to make sure it docks. And it should repeat the process again, just like you watched up there in orbit. The script is relatively easy to set up. There are a few issues here and everywhere, as with any programming block and feature in Space Engineers. So if you do get confused or it doesn't work, just go back and watch the steps in this video and it should work. Do let me know in the comment section if you have any trouble setting this up. I am hopefully going to explore another video in the future where we do automated mining, but you don't need a script. If you'd like to see that, let me know and we can explore it. Using the new automation blocks inside of Space Engineers, it is possible to be done. I would say this mine is probably not as efficient for Atmosphere. We are using hydrogen. Typically, you want to use Atmosphere. Have we got any atmospheric thrusters? We don't. So you'd probably want to use atmospheric thrusters for like Atmosphere and things like that. But just to quickly show you a demonstration, we are using a hydrogen miner. This is an orbital hydrogen miner, meaning it can go up into space as well. So there we go. We can jump in and quickly see. Is it unloading everything? Ship is full. We can see down there, load 8.2%, now 7.3%, 1.8, and it should undock and continue on its voyage in a second. There we go. And now it's going out again. There you go, simple. That is automated mining in Space Engineers. Thank you everyone for watching this video. If you did enjoy this quick little tutorial on how to do automated mining in Space Engineers, then let me know down below in the comment section. I would definitely like to teach you more things, how to do things in the game, particularly with scripts and complex mechanics, as it is really, really cool. Okay everyone, I've been Captain Jack. Thanks for watching, and I will see you very soon.